Hey guys, what's up? How are you? Hope that you guys are having an amazing one today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarrell, and in today's video we are going to be playing and trying the new palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is called the Pillow Talk Beautyverse Love palette. Let's go ahead and open it up. This palette retails for $69. It's made in Italy and it does have a shelf life of 18 months. Here we have the absolutely beautiful packaging. We do have this little plasticky with all of the names and the finishes and all of that, but here is the beautiful color story if you are into these colors. Now, am I into these colors? No. I don't understand why I purchased this palette. Maybe because it's Charlotte Tilbury and I'm waiting for her to wow me back again into her palettes. But yeah, this color story is definitely not like meant for me in particular because I don't really see myself using this palette so much. But I know that a lot of you are into this color story, like rosiness, mauve tones, pinkiness. And yeah, we do get a lot of those shades from other brands as well, but you know, it's Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury. Anyways, here is the palette from last year. This one is the Beautyverse palette, and here we have it. I did do a whole entire video using this palette. Let me just tilt it over a little bit more just so it doesn't get washed out from the lighting. So here we have the palette from last year, which it was so nice to have because it was so like colorful and like I love these shades right here. I thought that it was such a beautiful palette. I have a whole entire video on this palette just in case you guys want to see it, but like that one, it was limited edition. This one also is a limited edition. So let's go ahead and get into the swatches. But before we do, of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. You can also like and comment down below because that definitely helps out my channel so much. And without further ado, let's get started. Hopefully I can actually do a good job on swatching it because I usually don't. I'm going to start with the first three shades on the top, and these right here, they feel very nice and silky, like a creamy matte formula. This one is called Futuristic Pink. Wow, that's a beautiful swatch. Cyber Rose, Supernova Smolder. Moving on to the other three. This one is also a future matte shade, Virtual Romance. This one is also a future matte and it's called Offline. Next we have Pillow Talk Beautyverse Party Topper. The next three shades that we have here are Crystal Glow. So this one right here is Pinky Pink. This one is Rose Gold Realm. And the last one is Digital Pink. And it's a very pinky palette. All right, so now that we saw the swatches, let's go ahead and start with the first look. And I'm going to take this shade right here. And I'm using BK Beauty 211 brush. Love that it has a mirror. So let's go ahead and add that to our outer corner and our lower lashes and start creating my shape. Going to start bringing this shade a little bit on the crease and just blending it. You can see that it has a lot of pigmentation. This is very pink. This is a makeup pro tip. Just clean your brush off on a piece of paper or a towel. Make sure that it's nice and clean so you can go ahead and start blending the edges without adding any other pigmentation, and you can actually blend it, and that is so much better. No harsh edges. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more just to build it up on the crease, like a tiny amount, and then just blending it up. I'm going to take this like very red, and I'm taking the same brush, the BK Beauty 211 brush, and I'm going to focus that in the outer corner. I'm not going to bring it too high up. This is super pigmented and creamy. It is very interesting when it comes to the formula. There's no fallout, as you can see. It is really nice and beautiful pigmented, but this is very intense. Cleaning the brush just so I can blend it into the pink. Oh, I like it. This is super pigmented. I absolutely love it. I think it is so genius when it comes to the formula. The fact that you do not have any fallout, that is giving you pigmentation right away. You don't have to build it up so many times. This is fantastic. Okay, so just making sure that I'm cleaning my brush and going back to the first shade just so we can blend blend the edges a little bit more. If you have green eyes, these shades are definitely meant for you. They are going to make your green eyes pop. So just blending, 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 taking a little bit more of that red shade just so we can mesh them together. And I think that by using synthetic brushes like this one's right here from BK Beauty is going to be definitely the way to go, just because it's able to pick up the shadows so well. I'm going to take the rougher 14 brush just to blend it a little bit more. Now going back to BK Beauty 211 on brush, I'm going to take the darker shade and I'm going to really pack it on the lash line, and taking the clean brush that we had, I'm just going to blend it into the other shades. I'm going a third of the way, I'm not going all the way in. Very interesting, pigmented, beautiful formula to work with, because this is really like taking no time to blend it into the other shades and just work with it. I'm going to add a little bit of that really close to my lash line. All right, let's just brighten things up a little bit. So I'm going to take this shade on the bottom, which is like a rose gold kind of shade. That one is called Pinky Pink, and I'm going to add it all over our eyelid, so starting from the inner corner. And this one is a beautiful shimmer shade. I do really like the sparkles that it has. Now I'm using a brush to be a little bit more precise and to clean things up. This is the BK Beauty 209 brush. I'm just going to blend out the shadows that are in here just to make sure that they are really nice and diffused, because I really want to keep all the darkness in the outer corner and clean this up. I'm going to take the shade in Cocoa from Laura Mercier. This is an eyeliner. I'm going to tight line. I'm going to add that a little bit on the lower lashes as well, just in the outer corner, actually going halfway in. So it does have a little bit of fallout, but I'm just going to clean it up and shape things up. All right, so now we're going to do all the things that we need to do to complete this look, and I'm going to show you the final look for this eye right now. So I am back with this undone face. Let's go ahead and get started on this look right here. So I went ahead and played with two shadows, but I really didn't like the way that it was coming out. I actually placed these two right here. This one in the outer corner and this one in the outer corner, but a little bit lower. But it was too pinky for me again. So I wanted to just stick to this shade instead, which is Supernova Smolder. And I'm going to take the Refer 10 brush. Going to just add that in the outer corner like that. Really press it right here in the outer corner, and also a little bit on our lower lashes in the outer part as well. And when we have almost nothing on the brush, I'm just going to start blending it out. And I love that this shade is more of a pinky brown, even though this palette definitely screams pink all the way. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's so much better. Okay, yeah, I'm so happy that I'm just using this shade right here. So just building it up. I feel like it's staying, this shade in particular is actually just staying right here. Like there is a darkness right here more than anywhere else. It just doesn't look as smooth, and the transition is not as smooth. So let me just work on that really quickly. So I'm just packing it in and then blending the edges very gently. Okay, no, it actually looks good now. I'm just going to add a little bit of that in the lower lashes again. It is going to be pink because this palette is pink. So even though I'm trying to run away from the pinks, there's nothing that I can do because everything is pink. So let's go ahead and take this shade right here with our fingers, and I'm just going to add that on my eyelid. Okay, so I thought that this shade in particular was going to give us a little bit more oomph, but it's very subtle. It does have a little bit of a sparkle there, but it's a little bit like less toned down than this shade right here, and it is the same finish, which they are called Crystal Glow. So this one in particular is more of a metallic with a little bit of shimmer, not so much glow as I was hoping for, but it will do. Like, yeah, if you want something with a little bit of sparkle there, but you don't want it to be like too intense, then this is definitely the way to go. Yeah, I really thought that it was going to give me something a little bit more special, but it's not. But we do have the topper, which we will add that. Anyway, let's go ahead and now take this pinky, super pinky shade, which is this one, which is another Crystal Glow, but it's more of a metallic than any glow. To me, this is like a true metallic. There's no shimmer, there's no glow, there's nothing that is making it sparkle to call it a Crystal Glow. In my opinion, but I am just going to add it right here in the inner corner and just bring it up a little bit to mesh with the other shades that we have. I'm going to go back to this one in the middle and just press it again right on top of that pink as well. Okay, and now I'm going to take the topper and I'm just going to add it all over my eyelid. That looks beautiful. Yeah, that definitely brought it to the next level, but not over the top, which is so nice. So especially to those of you that are not looking for something over the top, but you know, you just want a little bit of a glow. Yeah, this is so pretty. I'm taking this super tiny brush from Refer. This is the 29 brush, and going in with the darker shade just so we can smoke out our lash line, just to give us a little bit of definition. Just going to add that to the outer part of my lower lashes. And I'm going to take this shade right here, which is the one that we were using in the very beginning, and I'm going to use that to smoke out my lower lashes. And right under that, I want to add a little bit of this pink right here, just so I can peek through. All right, so now I'm just going to clean up. I'm going to use the same liner for this eye as well, just to tight line. And adding it to my lash line in the outer part as well. Does it look like I use the same colors? Because I actually did not use any of the same colors. But does it look like I did? All right, so now let me show you this eye right here. So let me just show you a side-by-side of the palettes that I do have in my collection that you might have already, just in case you guys are interested. So I did end up taking the palette from Patrick Ta. So here we have Charlotte Tilbury and the Patrick Ta palette. What do you guys think? I mean, similar, but not too much. Here we have the Naughty palette from Huda Beauty and Charlotte Tilbury side by side, so you guys can see. This ones right here are definitely a little bit closer in shades. The formula is completely different though, and also with the Patrick Ta, formula wise is different. So here we have the NATASHA DENONA Retro palette, and here we have the Charlotte Tilbury one, which is pretty similar. Formula wise, they are similar, especially the creamy to matte formulas from NATASHA DENONA, but the pigmentation on the Charlotte Tilbury is like, I have to build up the NATASHA DENONA palette so much comparing it to the Charlotte Tilbury. But yeah, so I'm super impressed with this palette right here from Charlotte Tilbury. I gotta say that the shades are just so nice, pigmented, beautiful, especially if you are into this color range. It's just so gorgeous. The Future mattes really surprised me because, again, the pigmentation, the blendability, it's just so gorgeous. The formula, it is very unique and pigmented, but it doesn't take too long to like build it up. It actually blends so nicely to one another. There's no patchiness. I absolutely love the formula. I'm very surprised because I didn't think that I was going to like it this much, but these two looks right here, they just look so like, I don't know, romantic, perfect for date night, but a little mysterious as well. I don't know, it's just so beautiful. Let me know in the comment section down below. I do feel like they look exactly the same, even though I did different techniques in both of the eyes and also used different shades. But let me know in the comment section down below which one is your favorite. Are you guys interested in picking up this palette at all? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope that the swatches, the looks for this palette right here were helpful for you guys, just in case you guys were eyeing this palette and you wanted to see it in action. I hope that I was able to assist you with that. But yeah, that is it for this video on the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beautyverse Love palette. Let me know in the comment section down below what do you guys think. And yeah, that is it, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and I will see you next time.